Hello friends, good morning. And today we are discussing about why do not we see the aliens. People are saying that the universe has a way to promote life, and life may be everywhere. But when we look around, we don't see any signal, any evidence of the alien life. And in today's live stream, we are going to discuss that there are some new findings which I'm going to present to you. And by the way, friends, we are live. And if you want to join this discussion, you can. The process of joining the discussion with your mic and camera is given in the description below. All right, before we proceed further, this live stream is sponsored by Mintra. Their link is given in the description. Do check them out. All right, let's begin. You see, what happens is when we look around in the space, we are always looking in the past because the the speed of light is the highest speed that any object in the universe can achieve. Now, if any information gets to transfer from point A to point B, it cannot be faster than the speed of light. So, speed of light is pretty fast. It's very fast. But from the standpoint of universe, is rather slow. It is so slow that we are looking back into the space, into the universe, and whenever we look out, we always say that it is so many light years away. But the incident happened many billions of years back, which we are seeing now. So when we are looking out, we do not see the current affairs. We always see the history. So that is one point, because our examination of the universe is dependent on the speed of light, and which is essentially the speed of causality. That means any cause or effect happens, the information around that will be traveled. Maximum possible speed is speed of light. So that is why we do not see any contact with aliens. Because even if we are trying to contact aliens, they will be in the past and they will not be in the current time. So that is one misconception. So when we are trying to contact the aliens, we are always looking in the past, and maybe in the past there were no civilizations, and therefore we do not see any aliens that we are trying to search. I mean, there are a lot of efforts going on to look for any alien signal or anything, but since they are coming from very far off places, maybe those aliens are have come and gone. Maybe since we have evolved, and it took us almost 4 billion years to evolve as an intelligent species on Earth. 4 billion years is a lot of time. Maybe we are the early civilization. The universe may be having a lot of civilization in current time, but we do not get their signals to examine them. We do not get what is going on those planets, on those star systems, and what kind of aliens that exist. And our efforts are only yielding we going back to the history of the universe where there were no aliens. So that is why we do not see. However, when we try to communicate with aliens or with our own spacefaring future missions, the way of communication is also based on radio waves. Or in case of mobile phone, again it is based on radio waves. Radio waves also travel with the speed of light. I mean, that's the speed of causality. Anything that happens that emits radio wave will travel at the speed of light or near speed of light. So if we are going to Mars, for example, Mars, the distance is so far that your signal will take 12 minutes to reach Earth. So you see, the lag is 12 minutes even within our own solar system. So even though the speed of light or the speed of causality is pretty fast, but it takes a lot of time to travel. It takes within Mars also, it will take 12 minutes to communicate with Earth, which is very boring. I mean, when you say hello and then you wait for the response, because 12 minutes will take for your hello to reach Earth, and then somebody will have to listen. That means he is receiving the call and they say, hey, how are you? That will take another 12 minutes. You see, so when you say hello, you cannot expect, I mean, your thought process is that you want to get hello from the other side instantly. That is your expectation. But if you're on Mars, it'll take almost half an hour, almost 30 minutes to hear the reply, which is not practical at all. There is no solution to it. And even if you send the human beings, either you built in a 30 minutes lag in your communication, which is absurd. If something is going wrong or going right, or some news needs to be conveyed from both sides, there is a lag of 30 minutes, which is a very, very long time. I mean, we get very annoyed if there is a lag of even 2 seconds today. So how can you expect a lag of 30 minutes if you send people on the surface of Mars and there is always a lag of 30 minutes? So this is something which is very alarming. So if you're sending your probe, or if you're trying to listen to aliens, obviously there is a huge lag, millions and billions of years of lag in your communication. So you send hello to aliens, they will it will take a million years to reach their civilization. By the time civilization probably perished, they will not receive your signal. And even if they try to send it back, that means they're trying to send back the message in future. It will take another million years for you to receive it. By the time our civilization would have perished. So this is not a practical approach at all, and that is why we do not see any evidence of aliens in our space, even though we are trying to search very, very with a lot of vigor. New instruments are being developed, new types of telescopes are being developed in order to build a connection, a first contact with aliens, but we do not see them, we do not hear them, we do not get to see their evidence. This is the reason that we are not seeing them. So what is the way out? The way out is basically in the quantum realm. We know that the nature of the universe is also quantum. We know that the most of the movement of the planets and stars is explained beautifully by the theory of relativity. But that relativity works on large things. However, if you drill down deep, then you realize that actually the universe is built of very small particles known as quantized particles. So if you see electrons, you see protons, you see different particles, these are as per the quantum theory, these are the waves in the fabric of the universe. And because of this quantum nature, the waves vibration can happen, can get excited, and can have the wave theory depict that this is a wave of electron, this is a wave of proton, etc. So this explains that the particles come into existence randomly. So while the Einstein theory says that nothing is random, however, quantum mechanics or quantum physics says that the existence of universe is also on a random choice. So things are randomized. So if that is the case, then we have to look at the communication part using the basic fabric of the universe. Because if you are relying on the speed of light as a mode of communication, that is rather slow, and it will not help you communicate with the real aliens which exist as our counterpart, which exists right now in this time. There is no way we can communicate with them. So therefore, the scientists are now looking at, even for us, even when the humans travel to different planets within our solar system. For example, if you go to Saturn, the lag will be a couple of hours, which is absolutely absurd. There is no way you can have a lag of a couple of hours in your communication. So the speed of light is not the right medium to follow for our communication. Communication has to be instant. And then there is scientists are saying that, okay, the basic nature of the universe is quantum, and there are quantum entanglement. There are also quantum tunneling. So the quantum entanglement is that if there are two particles which are entangled with each other, moment you basically measure the properties of one particle, you will also come to know the properties of the other particle. And even though these particles, after getting entangled, are very far off, maybe you take them to a different galaxy, So that is the basic nature, and this is the faster than light nature of the universe, and this is real. So if this is the situation, then why can't we use the quantum nature of the universe, which is the basic nature of the universe, to communicate, to handle our communication issues? If we are able to generate that technology, we will be able to communicate within ourselves, or we will be able to communicate with advanced aliens which exist right now. Because in history, we do not see any evidence of alien life forms. We do not hear any signal from them. So maybe the aliens exist in today's environment, and they are using this basic nature of universe for communication. Because you have to be communicating within your spaceship, within other colonies outside your planet system instantly. You should be able to pick up the phone and talk to them, dial somebody and say hi. And therefore, this is important, how they must be communicating. So there are talks of quantum behavior of universe which will be used for our communication, and therefore there is a concept of quantum communicator. So what happens here? You have a special device where they are matched before you leave the earth. That means their particles are entangled with a receiver on the earth. There is a similar device kept on earth, and after getting the particles entangled, you take the other communicator into your spaceship, and then you fire the spaceship into the space. Now when astronauts or the people who are present in the spaceship, when they need to communicate with the earthlings, they will simply use the communicator. Now communicator transmission will only happen because the particles are entangled. Basically, there is some sort of way you will be able to send properties or change the properties of the particles which are in the communicator at your end, and immediately the properties of the other side will also change instantly, without traveling through the time, without traveling through the at this light speed. Instant. It's an instant conversion. So moment you change something in the entangled particle here, corresponding change will happen very, very far off. Even though if you are in a different galaxy, it will change for sure. So now scientists are saying that maybe the advanced aliens are using such devices to communicate with each other. So we are using the older radio signals devices to capture the radio signals of the aliens, of the ET. So there are a couple of reasons that maybe in history the aliens were not so advanced, because even on Earth the life has taken 4 billion years to evolve into species which are basically asking these intelligent questions. So maybe when we are looking into the past, there are no aliens. Aliens or intelligent species may be abundant in the universe, but they may be communicating either using the radio technology. That means we will never hear from them, and they will never hear from us, even though they exist next door in the neighborhood. It will take a lot of time to communicate. Or if there are other species who have cracked the quantum communication, which can happen instantly, like we are trying to do that now, then we will have to look at other devices, not look at the radio signals to start communicating with the aliens. So this is the latest finding, friends, that if you want to communicate with aliens, or even if you want to communicate with your future travelers who are traveling to different planets and different star systems, you would need to communicate instantly, and therefore this device of quantum communications will come in existence. Lot of research is being done, lot of understanding about quantum physics, which has been almost 100 years old now, and it works. It works in laboratory, it works in math, and it really works. It explains how universe function. Most of the stuff is explained by quantum physics except the gravity. So there are a couple of things which are being done by mankind. One is to bring gravity into quantum physics, or other way is that trying to understand the quantum tunneling effects and quantum entanglement to basically create a communicator which humans can use to communicate whenever they are far off from their home planet. So friends, do let me know what you think. If you have any information around it, I will be more than happy to hear your comments, your questions. And thanks for watching me live. I will catch you again the next one. Bye for now.